How long would it take for you to double your money? Well, that depends. Today I'm going to show you how to double your money so fast that it's going to feel like the snap of a finger. How long does it take to double my money? Well, listen, that depends. Let me just start very clearly. I am not a fiduciary. However, if you understand exactly the history of different asset classes, whether it's real estate, whether it's the stock market, whether it's life insurance, whether it's alternative investments, what could begin to happen as you plan properly and have the proper team around you, it could happen a lot faster than you think. So when we look at these charts, we have to really understand, okay, if the money's gonna double, what kind of rate of return is being earned every year, right? So you have to bring in a calculator for that. You have to be able to understand, you know, if you're earning 5%, 6%, 7, 8, 9, 10%, how quickly does that rate of return, assuming it happens every year, which by the way is a big assumption, is your money gonna double? And I'm specifically talking about if it's in the stock market right now. But also keep in mind, if you're earning a rate of return in the stock market, you also have to pay taxes on it. There's also fees and there's lost opportunity cost on those taxes and fees. I'm just giving you this information as we kind of bring it down to a simpler form so you can really get with the concept, but understand there's a lot more to it once you understand the concept. So just to keep this chart really simple, and by the way, if you're saving money and you're starting at age 25 versus 35 versus 40, the guy that's starting, or the gal that's saving their money at 25 is way ahead of the person that's starting at age 40. So that's a really good discipline. There's nothing wrong with saving money. The real question is, how are you saving your money? What kind of rate of return is it earning? And is it taking into account taxes, fees, and lost opportunity cost? Rob, this is a really cool chart, but how do I actually calculate and how do I figure out how long it's gonna take for me to double my money? And I'm gonna show you a calculation that's real scientific for all you engineers out there, but then I'm gonna keep it real simple and give you a shorter version so you could have that answer a lot faster. So to me, this is like, looking at this is real complicated. It almost looks like I'm gonna try and build a spaceship in my backyard and go to the moon, which means I'm not gonna build a spaceship and I'm not gonna go to the moon, so why do I even care about money, right? But we made it real simple for you to really understand how the millionaires think and how they move money all the time, and they understand the simple rule of 72. All right, this is exciting. This is the rule of 72, and if you master this on the back of a napkin, you can figure things out really fast, and really it's a fast way to determine roughly how long it's gonna take to double my money. So the question is, how many years is it gonna take to double my money? Take the number 72, put it over an interest rate, and that's how you're gonna be able to figure that out. So here's where you gotta really kind of ask yourself a question or really take a personal inventory. The question is, where are you investing your money? Are you investing solely in a 401k? Are you doing a Roth 401k? Are you doing a Roth IRA, a traditional IRA? Do you go up to the match? Do you go past the match? Do you have an after-tax stock account? Do you just buy rental real estate? Do you dump all your money back into your business? Do you buy Bitcoin? Do you buy GameStop? Do you buy Dogecoin or Dogecoin or cryptocurrency? Once you really understand what your investment philosophy is and really understand it in your core values in your nervous system, then you can start playing this game of 72. And in that space of 72, you can really make prudent decisions globally when it comes to diversifying within and amongst asset classes. So for example, let's look at stocks earning at 7%, right? So if I take the number 72, and if my stocks are earning 7%, what that tells me is every 10.29 years, my money's gonna double. For you engineers out there that build rockets in their backyard, it's actually 10.24. So for the 25-year-old out there that has money in stocks and is earning 7% a year, what the rule of 72 says that every 10 years, your money's gonna double. Now, that assumes it's going up 7% year in and year out, which means by the time you're 65, you would have had almost 4 doubles. And that means if you started at the age of 25 with $102,000 as your investment, you would have the minimum amount of retirement, which is 1.5 million. I know there's 25-year-olds that are out there that can start with 102,000, but I don't think there's a lot of them. And what you really need to think about, to get to 1.5 million, if you're 25 and if you have $1,000 in your savings account, you have to come up with another strategy. So listen, if you're under 25 or 25 or below, and you have that 100,000, you're in a good position. If in fact the only thing you want to do is stocks, and if in fact those stocks are going to earn 7% year in and year out, which by the way is highly unlikely, but I'm not a fiduciary. With that being said though, if you're 35 or 40, the real number you have to start out with is about $392,000, once again, assuming 7% year in and year out by the time you get to age 65. So you have to start taking a clinical look globally at everything in your world, not just the stock market, not just real estate, not just crypto, not just life insurance, but how does all that factor in to create these doubles that are necessary for you to live the life that you deserve in retirement? So the real question is, can you find a higher ROI without taking additional risk? Because sometimes you hear somebody higher risk, high reward. I don't think that's necessarily true. Once again, if you take a clinical approach and have all of the financial professionals on the same page for your benefit. So what do I mean by that? If somebody buys a lot of real estate, right? And if somebody has put in a lot of money in the stock market, and I'm talking over the last 5 years, and at the same time have overfunded a cash value life insurance policy where they use that cash value to buy that real estate or put that money in the market or buy that crypto, in that space, because of asset diversification, you can get a higher ROI because all of those assets have had different rates of return. And at the same time, the guarantee in the middle was the overfunded cash value life insurance plan. In that space, there's a lot of magic. And think of a rock going into a lake, you're gonna get the splash, but the ripple, as it gets bigger and closer to the beach, the wave becomes much bigger, and that's exactly how you can multiply your money. So look, here's the thing, you have to start somewhere. And the only way you can start somewhere is if you know what your economic philosophy is. And the only way you'll know your economic philosophy is if you sit down with myself or my team that could take you through that success discovery process and really put you on a path of financial freedom. Go ahead and click the link below. If you have any comments, add a comment, and myself or one of the team members will have that conversation with you. So listen, thank you for checking us out. And every day we are dropping new information, new content that's meant to educate you, to give you clear decisions on how to position your dollars. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button and ring that bell so you get a notice every single time a new video comes out. By the way, if you want to learn more financial information that's going to help change your life for the better, go check out this video over here. How long
would it take, and then snap your fingers, ready, and
would it
would it take and then snap?
would it take